The question is, more Punisher, yes or no?
This is a yes or yes, and the answer is yes.
I think she's right. I think she's onto something there. We got a little bit of Frank Castle, but I hope we get in a lot more, not just in Daredevil Born Again, but in the Punisher's own television special. Gotta do fact of the day though. Page number 208, fact number
2.
The Russian word for sock is pronounced no sock.
You know who would know that?
John Bernthal, because he went to the conservatoire in Russia.
I love how we both knew that in the exact same moment. That's what happens when you're a fan of an actor.
Hey, NarendraTheComic here.
Nonsense,
Yes,
eh?
and right now we're going to be doing a review of episode 4 of Daredevil Born Again. As we've alluded to with this intro, we have been getting a little bit of the mean man himself, the skull crusher, the belly stabber, the back cracker,
Oh,
the Punisher.
that intro kind of said it all, to be completely
Just going
honest.
straight WWE with it.
It really was. He was hatchet throwing in this episode. When he called Daredevil red with that voice break, I felt my heart kind of crack a bit. Seeing this man so broken and seeing him talk about his pain in this brotherly way to say, you know you have to make this right, to Daredevil. And watching Matt just break down and then harden immediately. He softened, he had the moment, and Frank gave him the piece and then said, what are you going to do about it?
And he said, I can't do it. I can't do the thing you want me to do. But then it's that famous line from season 2 of Daredevil, you're just one bad day away from being me.
Oh, I thought you were going to go for a different line.
Oh, which
there.
line?
You knock them down, they get back up. I knock them down, they stay down.
Yeah.
That is the line that rings in my head when I'm having a bad day.
And the thing with this episode is you had that instance where Frank is talking to Matt and Matt isn't able to even say Foggy's name. He is so torn apart by this. And then eventually Frank says it himself and Matt is done.
He is done. And then he talks about Foggy in a way that was so beautiful. And Frank lets him have it because he knew that Foggy Nelson was an incredible man. Watching that scene, it kind of took my breath away.
A couple minutes and it completely stole the episode. And I will say this, the first few minutes of the episode wasn't that particularly good. That kid who was the niece of White Tiger, I'm sorry. She wasn't doing the job. She was doing a job.
A job.
I didn't like the job she was doing. But then she's a kid actor.
She is a kid actor. My issue I have with this is she's not 10. She's maybe 15, 16, and you have Disney casting to play with here. And that was the best you could get. I am so excited for the next episode.
Can't come soon enough. Couple days, we're gonna get another one, and then another one. This is the type of show I want there to be 63 seasons of.
63
I want
seasons.
Matt Murdock to be 72 years old, and us watching him going, oh, wow, he's still doing it.
Still going.
Charlie Cox, grey hair, balding, still doing it.
Still going.
It would be amazing. There was this thing I read about John Bernthal coming back to the show, and when the original scripts were written, he actually refused to be in it. It was only when Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio went to Kevin Feige and said, my man, I am sorry, this is really shit, and they rewrote the show, he came into it and said, I'll do it.
That's John Bernthal.
Yep.
We started this video talking about how great this man is, and that's it right there. So much respect.
He cares about the art. He cares about the character, and I hope we're getting a lot more of Frank. Because to be frank, he's a killer.
You had to put the pun in there.
I did.
There was a clear ending and you went,
No!